lost it along the boards. Robert tipped it back for Perreault too far. Jim Watson over to Van Imp. Van Imp comes to center, flipped it ahead. It bounces over Height's stick. He has to hustle back after it. Height stops in the corner to shake off McLeish. Around it comes to Rick Martin. Up ahead for Perreault. Perreault coming to center. Dumps it off the boards in the corner. Robert going after it. He scores! Rene Robert! And the Sabres win it again in overtime. Off the boards in the corner. Robert pounded it between the legs of Bernie Perron. And the Buffalo Sabres are right back in the Stanley Cup final. Winning here 5-4. Rene Robert.
And that'll be from Joe Perreault and Rick Martin. Joe Perreault threw it off the boards after Martin gave him a pass. Robert hammered it right between the goal pads of goaltender Bernie Perron, who left a little bit. Not much, but that shot was a bullet. And it drove its way between Bernie Perron's goal pads. And it's a winner, the second overtime winner in a row for Rene Robert of the Buffalo Sabres. He did it in Game 5 against the Montreal Canadiens. He did it again here at 18:29 of the first overtime period. It's Buffalo 5 and Philadelphia 4.
Paul, I don't know where the fans are getting the energy, but a standing ovation again. And listen to the cheer now as they announce Rene Robert's name. That's it, Buffalo 5, Philadelphia 4 in the first overtime period, but perilously close to the second. We'll be back in just a moment. This is the Sabres Hockey Network on WGR Buffalo.
Back at the auditorium in Buffalo, it's 5-4. The Sabres over the Flyers to close the gap in the Stanley Cup Finals. The winning goal scored by Rene Robert at 18:29 of overtime here in this sweltering steam bath at Memorial Auditorium. Announcing the three stars in the building. We'll talk about those a little bit later. And we know who that first star is going to be, Rick, I think, but meantime, here's the way it went. In the first period, Dornhofer and Cholesky for the Flyers. Then Garen Martin answered for the Sabres. Rick McLeish put him ahead 3-2. The Flyers at 14-13. Shots on goal 18-6 in that first period. In the second period, Loose for Buffalo tied it up, but Leach put the Flyers ahead 4-3 at 14:30, and it was 4-3 at the end of the second. In the third period, one goal, Billy Height from Richard Martin and Don Luce at 9:56. And in the overtime, Rene Robert, and it's originally been given to Martin Height, but I'm sure it's going to be given to Perreault and Martin after they take a